My beautiful and amazing people, no be small thing o. Between Psquare, Peter Okoye and im brother Paul Okoye, wey we all know to be rude boy. Una know say ever since their separation and their returning back, it's been never been smooth. Na from one kitikiti and katakata na im dey go. Like this so, Paul Okoye dey grant so many interview. The Paul Okoye na the one wey keep Dada aka rude boy. Im dey grant so many interview and saying lot of things about Psquare and how Psquare don fail as a team and how im be the major person wey dey always dey in charge of writing of the stories and the music and everything as a whole. Say na im be the success of Psquare. Now im brother Peter Mr. P Okoye come write an open letter to his twin brother Paul Okoye aka rude boy. Now this very touching letter go really make you understand say we all have our lapses in a way. We all have our differences, even though say they be twin and they come out the same time and the same day from their mother womb. But in all, and in as much as say one no dey happy, e go hard to get happiness. So the brother Mr. P Okoye, which is Peter, come write to him brother a very open letter. He said, "My dear brother Paul, just like I have told you several times, I am not in competition with you or anybody else. However, seeing you grant countless interviews where you constantly discredit my efforts in the group that we both created and built together really speaks volumes. In your recent interviews, you claim that you wrote and sang 90% of all Psquare songs and discredited me by saying that our song with T. Ejiajo, which I wrote, was a failure. You went as far as using the YouTube view to discredit me once again. You never acknowledged the other songs like Get Squared, Busybody, Personally, Roll It, Temptation, Alingo, More Than a Friend, Shakini, Say Your Love, Gimme That, Senorita, Igbedu, and a few others. Were this song also considered failure as well? Every time I have spoken in interviews about Psquare, I have always used we and us because I saw us as a team. But whenever you speak, it's always I and me. Even when I am standing right beside you, it's as if I never existed. My brother, neither of us is the most talented artist in the world. But you fail to understand that God gave us this talent and even granted us another chance to excel after our last breakup. Instead, you choose to turn the most awarded and decorated music group in Africa into a laughingstock again. One thing you need to understand clearly is that the fans didn't fall in love with Psquare because who sang or danced the most. What made us special was the magic that came from our combined efforts. Us too, Psquare was a force, and the fans fell in love with Psquare because of our uniqueness and unity. We both have talent, no doubt, and I have often praised you in our interview for your songwriting ability. I have also praised anyone who has ever written a song for us or even for me as Mr. P. But instead of showing gratitude for my kind words, you seems to find satisfaction in rubbing it in my face, getting that it is by God's grace that we have come this far. Rather than joining force with me to reclaim our number one spot in the music industry, you choose to team up with Rude to claim the number one spot in the Psquare group, always looking for opportunity to marginalize and humiliate me. You are always claiming to be Psquare songwriter, composer, producer, singer, backup vocalist. In fact, you are everything, including Psquare's video director, band promoter, manager, even the cinematographer. You are the author and the finisher of Psquare. In fact, I dash you 100% of everything instead of the 99 you claim. I blame myself for not responding to your tweet claims in April 2015 that you wrote and sang all of Psquare songs. I didn't respond to this false claim for the sake of peace, as advised by family and friends, and now I am paying dearly for it. So my brother, let me ask you, is Rude Boy or Mr. P bigger and more successful than Psquare today? Are we individually selling out arenas and studio like Psquare used to? Are we topping Wet's music charts with our song as solo artists? Do we command crowd and entertain massive audience like Psquare? I often find myself wondering, what do you truly gain by constantly disrespecting and belittling me all the time? You have disrespected my wife, disrespected my family, disrespected my talent, disrespected my ideas, and even sided with Jude when he was clearly trying to oppress me. Now it feels like you have taken it even further by trying so hard to turn the fans against me by making them believe I am jealous of you. You have been doing everything for the fans to hate me, but guess what? They will never hate me. Instead, they will hate us both because we have disappointed and failed them. I hope you are happy now. I genuinely wish you nothing but the best, bro. As for those who believe these lies and false narrative and come to my page to drop negative comments, I understand, because you have been fed the wrong narrative for a long time. Please allow me to focus and do my music in peace. As for the EFCC matter, I will address it before the end of today. Stay tuned. Peace by Mr. Psquare. My people, now waiting Peter Okoye come out come talk be this. Now the question is, what is truly going on? Like what Mr. P just said, so many people never fell in love with them individually. They fell in love with their uniqueness, their togetherness, and their ability to deliver what they know how to do best. Now they decided to break up. At a point they came back. People were happy that they are back. All of a sudden, all these things are still happening. Even when they came back, people were like, wow, we are going to get our Psquare back again. Even though so many people gave up on them and was like, if it ever work again, if it ever be possible again. But they tried their best. This automatically shows that Mr. P, which is Peter Okoye, they try all of his best to be the best brother Mr. Paul could ever pray for. But only God knows why the devil has come in between them this hard, that they cannot even forgive each other at all. Everybody they form Mr. Right, everybody they very perfect, everybody no one agree at all. Everybody na in dey on top of the game, nobody dey out of the game. Now, according to what he said, and I agree to what Mr. P said, which is Peter Okoye. He said ever since they broke up and everybody went their way, they don't win charts. Their music individually, it don't win charts the way it used to. They don't sell out arena, of course not. It don't top up charts, of course not. Did they pull out crowd? Where did they pull out crowd before when they were together as Psquare? Of course not. So many things is missing. How I wish these two can come again to bring out the best version of themselves and to give out the God-given talent given to them by God, and to make us proud again and make us smile again as brothers. Truly, if you watch their interview put together, you will come to agree with me that if Mr. P go on any interview, the one way bab head na him be Mr. P, if he go any interview, he dey always call we and not me or I. But rude boy, the Paul, he is always looking for a way to scatter wetin God don arrange, which is very, very bad. Normally in the race of life, even brothers they quarrel, teeth and tongue they fight, but we all sometimes forgive each other and allow everything to slide, not because of our perfection or because of say we are good. Everybody have their lapses, we have our flaws, but we should just learn to let go of things sometimes and focus on life and what makes us happy. Together as Psquare was the best thing ever, and I pray you people will understand it right on time and make a change and come back again to make us proud, because this very message was so very touching. It touched me to the extent where I couldn't just overlook. I couldn't just say let me just watch and go, I read and go. I say no, I will have to post it. Guys, make una also come chook mouth for inside this matter. What is your take? What do you have to say about this too? What is your advice to them? Let's interact via the comment section, and make una no forget, I say remember una humble get